When my mom and I first moved to Sacramento, we didn't have a car, we didn't have anything. She was an immigrant. She didn't let on that we were missing anything, so I didn't know that we were broke and poor. And she would say, oh yeah, we're just gonna go over there because that's where Santa dropped it off, or that's where your dad dropped it off, you know, you just have to go and wait in line and you're gonna get your gift. Yeah, if it hadn't been for this program, like, we wouldn't have had anything for Christmas.
I enjoy working with my hands, and now I'm doing something useful for somebody else. And that to me means something.
I was a single mother, and it was hard raising 2 children, and I had a job, but it doesn't make things neat, and I know how hard it is for families to provide toys for their children.
I kind of want to have a Salvation Army everywhere I go. It's kind of like my goal. I've looked at colleges like with Salvation Armies in towns like specifically for that. Just how caring and accepting they are to everyone and anything that they do. They always have been there, and like they always will be there, and you could depend on them for anything.
Our number's at 27 right now of people that have come out of homelessness because of our program. That's the number that we want to see grow, because that's a life that's changed, a life that's gotten out of the street, and now that person has hope. They're in a program, or they're in some type of housing, and there's people surrounding them and caring for them to help them on the next step. And so that's what we want to do. We want to make a difference. We want to make a full life change for a homeless person. That's not an easy thing.
I am really glad that they have programs like this, you know, because there would be so many of us that would die, you know, die homeless, die on the streets, overdoses. You know, this is a program where it gives people an opportunity to live life, you know, without the use of what they used before to keep them down. You know, the road to success is always under construction.
As soon as the truck rolls up, it doesn't matter where you're at or what is happening, they are always happy to see us.
Hamburger and cheeseburger.
I knew that I needed to get my jumper cables. When I go to a program, I call it like a booster box that jumps a car. I need those battery cables on me, and that's what Salvation Army does. They resuscitate souls.
Everything we have is a gift from God. We don't own it. And I have found that by using that attitude, God blesses you even more. And it's not like going to Thunder Valley. It's not, I'm going to put 10 in and get 20 back. You can't do it that way. You got to put the 10 in and let God be God.
I feel like a lot of the kids who come to this camp, there's a new light in their eyes after like being here for the week of the camp. They get the opportunity to learn new skills and learn about God and honestly about themselves as well, and just kind of meet new friends. And breaking the routine of their day-to-day life or having a safe place to come is honestly such an incredible thing for them to experience.
Jesus Walk is a chance for the kids to open up about what they struggle with. It's a chance to really connect, not just with God, but with the people around you, and just building on relationships.
Salvation Army, l'Armée du Salut in French, is the word I've heard all my life, since birth. They were there during the First World War when my grandmother became an orphan. The fact that the Salvation Army provides shelter, learn a skill, and from that skill, be able to then practice it in a kitchen and become an assistant chef, a sous chef, or in hospitality is absolutely brilliant. So the program not only is full circle, but as well gives me goosebumps just to tell you about it because I've witnessed it.
Like that's the aha moment, and once they get a feel for that and a taste for that and succeed, then that's the success story. That's going full circle, and that's what makes it all worth it.
I'm a disabled veteran. Money is tight. My best money spent every quarter is on this program, without a doubt. You know, we have to kind of make sacrifices from time to time, what we spend our money on. And
This boxing with the Salvation Army is top of the list for what we feel is important for us to do for our family.